All right, I'm going to demonstrate one of my go-to shoulder stretches. And this is really to get space in the front of the shoulder. The whole thing at the rotator cuff is you got the three major bones that basically come together, and there's a lot of tension in the shoulder joint itself because everything's just kind of suspended in place. It's not really just a set socket with a ball and socket joint. There's a little bit of a socket there, but the ball, the humerus, the upper arm bone just kind of moves. And basically within just a little bit of a concavity with the scapula, and then with the clavicle that actually comes across as well. And through there, things can tighten up and things can pinch in. And a lot of people, especially when they have this sort of desk posture and the shoulders come forward, things start to tighten up, and then it becomes very hard to actually be able to extend your arm up toward the ceiling or take weight on your hands, or a lot of pushing movements can become kind of problematic because there's just too much pain in that area. So this is to get some relief. So if you want to do this with me, I'm going to go ahead and do this on both arms. And I recommend doing this with an elastic band. And you could probably use like a cloth band or a belt as well. That'll probably work. I prefer elastic because it's easy to vary the tension to make it extreme or to make it light pretty easily using the same thing that you're going back to. So from here, I'm going to basically just fold this in half. I'm throwing the loop over my left shoulder. I'm going to hook my right wrist. So you bring the hand behind your back. So I'm going to try to keep my right arm at 90 degrees and then pull the slack of the strap further over my left shoulder with my left hand. And you just adjust it to where you can actually feel a stretch. So I'm going to make my hand into a fist and keep it tense. And the tension does help to engage the stretch and let that go through the shoulder. So you don't really want the arm to be passive. And then we're just going to pull as intensely as I can tolerate. And I recommend an extra step here, and this isn't quite necessary, and you're going to want to move around a little bit to see what the perfect position for your arm is. You basically want to keep that 90-degree angle with the bend at the elbow. Now you can bring your elbow further to the side, you can bring the arm further across, you can have the arm close to your back, you can pull it away. I do recommend lifting your thumb as though you're making a hand like you're going to hitch a ride, and then rotating your thumb away from you. And that's going to create a little bit more space in front of the shoulder of the arm that you're stretching. And then just hold. So I'm pulling on the strap, I'm resisting the strap with my arm, and I recommend holding this for about 30 seconds. I usually count this down from 25. So from here, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So this time, I'm going to throw the strap over my right shoulder. I throw the loop over my right shoulder and hook my left wrist. So I've got my left hand curled into a fist with the thumb outside. And I'm just going to pull the slack over again, just like before. And adjust for how much tension you need. It's not unusual for one arm to be different from the other, but I recommend doing this on both arms, even if you're mostly just trying to fix pain in one. So from here again, you can bring the elbow further to the side, further across. You can keep the arm close to your back or pull it away. But I do recommend keeping your thumb up, rotate your thumb away from you. Try to open up more space in the shoulder joint itself. Keep pulling on the strap. And then again from here, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you can do a few rounds of that. You can do it multiple times a day. The whole thing is to engage tension within the stretch. And again, you're trying to create space in the front of the shoulder, and you should feel that stretch in the front at some point. It might take a little bit of shifting around, but I hope this helps.